Hello, we are back again with another video, and today we will do restaurant POS system. So let's open ChatGPT. What is restaurant POS system? Okay. So first let's understand what is restaurant POS system. So restaurant POS means point of sale system is a combination of hardware and software which used to manage sales operation transaction in a restaurant. At its core, restaurant POS system. It have process order payments, manage menus, track inventories, help with the table management, provide sales reports, support staff management. Okay, so these are part in our process. So these are our inspirational design. So we take inspiration from this design, how it will look, but this is not actual thing now. Okay, if I go to the asset, uh, there are these only. Okay, so I don't have actually the. If you see, if I click on this, these are only images. Okay? Image format. So we can't edit this. We can take this as an inspiration. The one thing which we will do will be this. Let's focus on this only for now. So we will build this UI. How we can build? We will build, we will use Next.js and Tailwind CSS. Next.js. Okay. So how to set up your Next.js project? See, first search Next.js, go to installation, create a new Next.js app name, start. Okay. So these are the commands. I have npm installed, so I will use this. So let's copy this, create next app at the rate latest. Am I right? Then our project name, which is restaurant POS and hyphen hyphen yes. So this will download the dependencies and create a project file. Next step. Okay, do you want to proceed? Yes. Could not create because name restriction. Name no longer contain capital letters. Okay. So we are fine with this. We don't want capital letters. Then we will say POS like this and R for restaurant. That's fine. Okay. So always what we have to do, we have to read the error. Okay. So it will by default installing tailwind as well. Okay. That's the good point of the Next.js. And we will build this using with the help of AI. Yes, we can build it on our own as well. But if we have a tool, then it's our responsibility to use it. Otherwise, so there was a code which I have to learn. As they say, AI don't replace you, but the guy who uses AI will. Okay. So we will use AI for it. Okay. What to CD just on pause system. Then I will say code dot open like this, terminal, and how to run this npm run day. Oh, again, this is PowerShell, that's why I'm getting this error. Npm run day. So I will keep this raw as possible because I want you to know how we get an error and all those stuff. Okay, so let's run this on local. So till then, what we will do, we know right what we have to build. Okay, and we have our first page, which is, see, we take inspiration from this design, but we will use this as a flow. So there is difference between flow, user flow. So what user flow means? User will come here, okay, login. If he don't have login credential, he will register. If user forgot password, then user will go here, put an email. If user want to reset password, user can reset password. If user want to change the password, user can change the password, and password change successful message, right? This is the flow. of the login, which everyone knows. Now let's come back to this screen. We have this home screen where we have multiple dishes available. Okay, and this is order screen. So this how this will screen will come. See, add a product from the special menu. So we have this add button here. So in this design, we don't have add button. It will act as a click event. The designs are also same. We can increase the counter. So yes, again, here we have to add two buttons like this. We have to combine these two designs like plus and minus, plus and minus, and to cancel this. Take it. Also, we have their order number, to do, and delivery option. If we go here, we don't have a order number. So it is basically combination of these two to make our app best. Okay. So let's build this. So we have two options. Either build this on your own or with the help of AI. So we will use approach of AI. So before diving this, how product or a project should treat. When we get requirement, what we have to do? We have to analyze the requirement, right? Analyze the requirement and give me phase one list and to do in detail. Okay. There is dine in, take out, delivery orders, right? Order management is there, menu management is there, table management phase one. Yeah, we have to set up our project, design, we have to user authentication, menu, right? Table management, then order management, then payment management, then reports, then testing, then basic UI. This one, right? So let's copy. It's good, but I want to do to be interactable. So whenever tasks get completed, I will mark them as complete. So give me in markdown file where I can check or uncheck task and divide a task into smallest part like create menu categories, edit menu categories, delete menu categories. So, uh, okay, so it says we have to log in, right? So let's log in. I just wanted to show you without login, but we don't have any option. We have to log in. Uh, let's log in Gemini or oh, by accidentally we closed our tab. So let's open ChatGPT. What is restaurant POS system and give me requirement in detail with pages. Okay, so it is giving requirements. We will use Next.js. Now give me to-do list for phase one with smallest task so I can mark it as completed or pending and make sure make it in markdown file so I can edit or edit it. Also, as an experienced project manager, divide the task into different sprints, sorry, not sprints, in different domains like front end, back end, database, and more. Sidebar, menu management UI, order tracking UI. Okay, so we get this, right? We get this list. So we will copy this. This is our readMD file. We will paste this, or we will create project task.md. Okay, this is good, but can we improve it? Let's ask him. This is good. Now I want to give UI to do to front end developer only. So give me to do in detail. Break it down. Okay, great. So this is our front end developer check. So I will say front end dev task.md. We will paste this. Now if we check here, checklist for all front end developer tasks. First initialize the project. We did this, right? Can we mark this as done? Done. What it says, mark it as a star. To mark it as complete. It is X. Okay. Let's check. We give an X. It is not rendering. Maybe let's give small x. Okay, fine. Control Shift V. Wait. Control Shift V. There is X only. Okay. No worries. So I hope you understand what I want to say. We have installed this as well. Setup of ChatCN UI. We don't want to use ChatCN UI now, so we can remove this. Configure ESLint and prettier, which is already done. Create global.css. Do we have global.css file? Yes, it is already there. Layout.csx with navbar and sidebar. So we have this layout, but we don't have navbar and okay. So that's great. Now let's check our UI part. So we will create a this UI. Let's take a screenshot of this. So always remember, whenever we give a screenshot, we have to give an in detail part. Like what is the navbar color? Do we want to seriously give it or it will take automatically? See, it can take automatically. Yeah. Okay. But if we want precise, then we have to give primary color, dark BG. Okay. This one. What is the color of this? We have sidebar and we have this. We have header and menu. Menu have a title. Menu. I think this is our light color. So let's give a light. BG is equal to this. We are using Next.js and Tailwind CSS only. Mm, mm, Create sequence. You are experienced UI developer. Create pixel perfect UI design with the help of given screenshot and make sure it is what we need. It is responsive on tablet, mobile, big screens. Also, I want exact colors and the left side navigation bar is static, means I can scroll on the right side, but static slash fixed right side, but nav bar will be fixed. And on the leftmost side, we have slide out, which opens only when we take order. Okay. Add create order button or when user clicks on menu. Uh, Menu means actual menu like chicken. Okay. Then slide out gets open. Use best transitions, micro transitions, and animation. You make sure this is advanced, not simple. Use components, and I will use JS only, no TypeScript. Use best practices of Next.js. So this is long prompt, okay? So it will take some time. Let's see. It is thinking a bit longer for the answer. Let's see. Can it make exact UI or yes, this is good. So it says use in tailwind config.js. We go to tailwind config.js. There is tailwind config. Why we don't have tailwind config? Package.json. Tailwind post CSS. Tailwind CSS is there. Good. But give separate file or code block. unable to understand, like this. Install Tailwind. This is tailwind.js file. Okay. So Tailwind. Changed anything? Let's see Tailwind CSS is installed or not. Installation. Tailwind CSS is installed, I think, but why it is not showing? Post configure or create post.css. Let's see. Yes, we have file. Okay, Tailwind CSS is already configured here. And Tailwind CSS in global.css. Do we have in global.css? Yes, it is already imported. That's really good. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's coming back to our code. Global.css. Okay. So this was previous code, I think. That's why it is showing like this. But let's see. Let's try to add this and let's see how it works. What is base component no longer available to use? Use Tailwind instead. Okay. That's fine. That's why. Yes. app.layout.tsx file. This is already there. Let's add meta layout.js file. Let's change only meta. You see now, you can see our POS dashboard. Yeah. Okay, great. Now in page.js, right. Let's see. Let's copy this. This page.js, this one. Now they say this POS dashboard is not exist. So in SRC, we have to create one new folder as component. And in components, I have to create one file which is JS. For now, for now, I will use this as a empty so that our project will run. I hope it will run. Why it's still giving me an error? This airfall is not allowed with the dynamic. Okay, that's great. So in short, we just have to import it. So we'll import it as import this this as the POS dashboard. The POS dashboard, and we will remove it. I think that will work. This is POS dashboard. Great. So we need sidebar. So for sidebar, let's create a sidebar dot. In components, we have to create one file as sidebar dot js. Great. Created top bar. Let's say top bar dot js. Yeah, that is also working. Great. Then we have menu card. Yes. Is the file name then menu.com. So we have to look the name of the file as well, okay? Because we are copying it. If we have write our own, then we don't have to do this, right? Otherwise, it will take time for debugging and all those stuff. Great. Then we have slide out .js, xd. Then we have pause dashboard, yes, which is already created, and we will use this code over here. A menu card. Why you are not appearing? It is appearing now. Great. What else? We have to say use client to use it. What happened? That's not a good way, okay? It is not looking good now, okay? Somehow. Why it is not looking good? Let's debug. What we will do is we will give an background color as red. Okay. So we can give, right? We have navbar, sidebar, a sidebar. We will give bg Actually, we have to give a PG primary, but in latest Tailwind editor setup, thing, I have to check, okay, what is background color? Primary. Tailwind, yes, sir. Primary color. Core concepts. Working with dark mode. Overriding the default colors. Yes, we have this. Okay. Disabling the default colors. Use the custom color palette. Okay. The easiest way would be this, I think. Global dot thing. Colors dot primary. PG dark. PG light. That's why AI can help you, but it can't do all your job. Okay. So if we go to sidebar and Add BG dark. Yes, it is already there, but I don't know why it is not applied. Okay, no problem. BG, the name of the company, work, but we don't want primary. We want BG dark. Yes, it's it's okay. Means it is working. But still, if you see, our UI is not as like this. I have to see what is BG dark is there. Now we have BG light. So we want to give BG light to this section. This section is this section. BG, BG, BG light. That is not lightest one, maybe this one. We go to this. I think hmm, this one is also right. I don't know, it is not matching, but as per the CSS, it is what it is, right? It is not matching as per this, right? What should I do then? Uh, yes, I have color picker from image. See, if we have a doubt, right, then what we will do, is use your image, upload. Okay, I want this color, right? So this is this one. So this is the shortcut which I have found. I don't know why this blur effect gives, but it is working. And you can see this is also scrolling back. Okay, details not working. Add, but I don't want that one. I will use this one. Okay. So let's fix the images first. So we want images. So what we will do? See, this is not looking like this, right? If you see closely, this is not even a close. Okay, this should at least see. I'm not saying this round data which I want. I'm not saying this glow I want, but I want similar. Okay, so let's go to the sidebar menu. Here they have specified width, which is 20. On a large case, it is 28. I will say 24 will be fine. Even that for matter, 20 will be fine. And that create button, I will just comment it up for now. Okay. Then home. Okay. On hover, what is happening? Nothing happen. So what I want on hover, we want something, right? So let's go ahead and say If route is active, like slash home slash, then this will be active and will have background color and glow and blur effect, light blurry glow of primary color, BG primer. See how it works. Add a class here. We say true because I don't have condition now. It is. And other change is this anchor tag. Anchor tag. I don't know why, but we will use it anchor tag. Okay. But this is wrong, right? We don't want it to be padding. I will say padding one, but it takes full, right? Why it is taking full width? Because we say here full width. Now if we add here padding of 3, it will now look like something like this, which is not exactly, but kind of. Great. But now I want one thing. I want their BG to be light. Remove this and add a div, say class name BG to be light, and add anchor tag inside it. Now you will say BG color for whom? Right, for width of full. Like BG red there. Okay, fine. But I hope you get idea. Okay. We can do that as well. That method out. But that is not required. Let's move to the second part, which is icons like this. To make icon like this, we will use a color. Now you will say which color. So we have a fill color, right? So we can give here color, which is hex code. Then rem. Yes. With white, fill none, and this is white. So the icons color are also same. If you want to check, let's move to the this section. What it says, choose dishes, and it has many. First we have this Jagrin Resto. Okay. The width is too much. Let's first remove this width. In POS, we have the main code. Top bar is there. Padding X, I will say 2 or 3. say nothing. It will be on the same line. If you see, it will be on the same line as J and C. But this needs to be reduced, which is from here. On the last screen, I want it to be 20, and on this screen, I want to be an 80. Oh, we did it. Then typography. Edit 28 semi-bold. Semi-bold is there. Is it 28? No. LG, I want Excel. Let's go to the Tailwind CSS and let's check the typography. I think the new version came because of that. It might be changed, but it was Excel or something like that. Typography response outside. It is Excel, right? Which I have given, but somehow it is not working. Tuesday says it is already Excel and semi-bold. Let's give more. Uh, 2XL, which is 24. What is the actual size? It is 28. 28 means 3XL. Okay. 28 means not 3XL, so how to change it? I will say 28 because we have to give the actual value, not our. Then we have this time here, which we will take at the bottom. Because of this flex, it goes to the center. A flex is fine, or even we don't know. We don't want flex here. How it will look is the size. Back to the point. Text lighter. If we see it is what is the lighter? It is lighter color as well. Okay. So let's give the lighter color, and the font size is regular, which is 16. And when it says 16, it is base 16. That's great. That's great. But if you see, the main problem which we face is the font. The font is Barlow, Barlow font, CDN, this font. So if we go here and see the font style, font family, font sans serif is by default. If we have to add a custom one or a new one, Google font like this. So use this one. So what I will do, I will copy this line Go to my global.css. I will add font here and a font roboto sales refresh. Import rule must be proceed rule aside the character under statement. Import is right? Okay. I got it. The problem is with first we have to import the font, then we see do we change the font, semi bold font. What is the font? Font family. Okay. But I want to add this one. So let's add this. Barlow. Font Barlow. Is it sans serif font or okay? Let's ask a ChatGPT. As per new Tailwind CSS version, how font will apply to all? Okay, basically we don't know as per the new CSS version. No, I don't want version 3, I want version 4. Version 4 details. Version 3 I would know, right? I have used previously. Will this work? Let's see. Barlow. I go to my elements and see we have Barlow here. Great. We have also font also ready. Now, I know you can see the difference in the font sizes. Okay. I think we don't go in that much detail. Let's focus on the UI part. Okay. Because if you go down that level, there are so much more details that will be remain. Because we are doing this in a fast basis. So these things might happen. So let's do the tabs part. Okay. So let's go here and go to the screen. And I will say these make it as a tab. Each is separate tab. Make it look like tab. Respective menu will show when hot dish selected. Perfect. It is categories. Yes, it are. Those are the categories. Let's add these as a category. section. Let's add here. Sorry. After choose this setting. Active category. Okay, we don't have active category right now. Uh, so we have to create a state as active category. State active category. By default, active category is hot dishes. That one, right? Now, what I don't want, okay, it is above the choose dishes. So move this to above section. Move this to above section. We have top bar. Instead of adding six there. I hope your this is visible, okay? Adding six there, okay? Oh, you will say, oh, Mitesh, this is not looking good because we have here at the bottom. Okay, no worry. See, we have given here the style. That's why it is working like this. If we give, if we have given a border rather than this, BG, we have border, bottom, border, bottom, border, bottom. We don't want the shadow, so let's remove it. It shouldn't be rounded, so also remove it. Uh, yes, let's make this font 14 and semi-bold. I don't like it, but as per the design, this is border is right, color is primary, white. Or make it primary. Great. Okay. Now let's check on choose dishes part, and let's remove the this part, hot this thing which I don't want. Correct. Now if you see the hot and C is not aligned, but J and C is right. So what is the issue here? If we see here we have padding X3. Let's remove it. Now it is aligned forward. But you will say we want gap. So let's make gap increase of 6. Yeah. I think that looks Good, not the awesome, but the good. Yes, and there is border also. Border. Okay. Okay. PG bottom, and our hex color is where it is. Where is our border? Not PG. I will say border. Say border 2. Bo- P is 2. Only border. So if you can see that we don't want it to be here, but so to make sure we want like this, a pixel. If we remove this pixel, what we will get? So I will do margin left of 6. This will solve our problem. Or I will say on the both sides, so margin x of 6. So we'll get it. Great. Now it is taking shape. Still, it is not like this, right? We want to add a spicy dishes. So let's add this. I think I need to export it. At least one image. PNG export. Okay. Now if you go to our project and our project name is Restaurant POS in public, I will add this image. As image name is, let's rename this for now as dish dish menu bar image. Okay, say use dish dot png. Okay, so it will come from URL, but for now we will use this. So now you will say, oh Mitesh, this is outside and we are taking this inside. So this is wrong, right? Obviously this is wrong. So what we will do to make sure it will come in outside? So right now it is as BG card dark. It takes the width and all those stuffs from here. So let's comment out this. One second. That is the issue. We want dash, but which is transparent. What effect is applied? I don't know how they make this transparent, but if we see the preview, it is showing like this. Image. It shouldn't be like this. Okay. So to make sure we get transparent image, let's go. Uh, let's say vada pav. Vada pav dash png. Uh, I will use this image. This is for educational purpose, so I'm using this image directly. AVIF format. A AVIF2 PNG PNG. And then download this, and then we will use it. Download PNG. I will delete this. I will use this, and let's rename this F2 as dish. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, wow. So now you can see our this card background is not perfect. Okay, this, if you go to my globals, it is one F, so BG dark. So let's go menu card, card dark, not card dark. It is BG dark. Now at least it is looking somewhat similar. So still it is not the best, but let's see. What I want is to make sure this goes outside of the image. So I will say margin. I will give a class here as dish, card dish. Okay, and I will use global CSS. Why global CSS? Do we have app.css? Okay, let's use the global CSS for now, but the right practice will be create one CSS style. So what I want here to go margin top as minus 30 pixel. Now you will say how this is possible. We can't give margin in minus. Oh, 80 pixel. You can see it is working, right? It is coming outside. The dish is slightly of different color, but it is coming outside. So now it is working, but it is overlap with our choose dish. So if we go back to our menu card of the POS, we will give here top margin or margin top of we want margin top empty 6. Let's type empty 6. Why it is not giving suggestion back then? I don't know. Okay, sometimes it gives suggestion, sometimes it is. So let's give 10 margin top 10. Still not. No worries. No way. No way. Let's give this section a margin bottom of 6. I will say margin bottom of 12. So margin bottom of 12 is good. It's still not the best. So let's increase it to 16. Twenty. Outside 20 in Excel. Let's see if we have choose file as Excel. It is already Excel, so I have code, which is great. 16 and 12. Yeah, it is looking nicer. One, two, three. Three dishes. One, two, three, three dishes. Now let's make sure we get our data to be centered. uh, menu card, recipe, actually, I want all the text to be centered. So, and the color of the prices is white color. Okay. Now you will see the overlapping. They are overlapping, right? Why they are overlapping? Because of no in grid there is gap of 1020x. Okay, y-axis gap of 16, which is good. And let's remove the add and those buttons for now. Remove it. I'm commenting to. Say even after commenting, it is still somewhat overlapping. So we have to give here like 20. Okay. Now still, if you see here, something is missing, right? Something is missing. For example, I want our text tray should be width or width of 5, like give 5. How it is 5 will don't do right. We want width of 2 XL. We want width of 40 or width of. There was one suggestion which I'm not getting right now, where I can divide it. Yes. 1/4, 1.5, 1/3. I want 75%. So 1/3. 1/3 is too low, Mitesh. I think 4/3. 3/4 view. Hmm. This looks nicer, but I want this to be centered. So the other part which you can do is item center, justify content, justify center. Let's check. We have this justify content center. Not working. Okay, no worry, no worry. For such cases, we will take help of AI. What part we want to be changed? I want text to be centered horizontally. Currently, because of width 1/2, it is centered but on the right side. Keep width what? That's it, right? That's why we have to take him. What he did, 80, he uses MX Auto. So we have whatever. That. I think that's great. That's how it is showing. If I look at, if we open this in prototype mode, can we open this? Uh, it's almost similar, right? If we want dishes to be small, we can make. I think the card size is the size 192 226. Let's see. Cute. Yes, it is almost similar for this screen, but for the larger screen it is different, right? So for the tabs it is good, I think. Let's Okay, I think we are done for the today. We did the part of this section, right side section. We will do the other part in the next video. Now if you see, if we have added these sections, what it will do is it will add and open this, but I don't want this. Okay, I want this section. Again, if I add current order, this is why this from where this is open. Let's see. We don't want it, right? We want that part. We can increase, we can decrease, or we can remove time. Okay. So these part are already there. Okay. So this add button and all those things, how we can minimize this? Okay. Like we don't want to show this detail. I know. How add button will be added. Let me show you just one example. Before closing this, I just want to show demo one rather than showing this detail button. Okay. We don't want. Now add button is there. Okay. Now add button is there on the right side, but I don't want it to be right side. I want it to be on the left side. Uh, to take left side. Atom, atom and atom center. I want items to be at the end. It is not working. Okay, let me just check this. I want add button on the right side. Flex end, I think. Atom and okay, justify end. Sorry, justify. Oh, I haven't looked there. That's the issue, right? We haven't checked it. We was in hurry. That's why we missed it. But don't worry. Now you will see it. Okay. Okay. Now I want. Okay. Actually, I wanted plus icon. So I will say plus icon SVG. Okay, which should I take? I think this will be good. SVG. I'm unable to download SVG from here. Please give me another. SVGs. Oh, SVGs are premium. Uh, so actually, usually I use one package for this. This Tailwind have icon. Yes, I use this package. Plus add a okay. Copy SVG. Just copy it. Use it. Finally. Now you will say, oh, Mitesh, this is good, but what is the advantage of this? Okay, so let me show you the advantage. So now what I will do, rather than placing this icon here, I will make this absolute. So you will say, what is the use of absolute? So because I make this absolute, I can use this position bottom right gap too. That's great. So what is the four issues? Line join, where, okay, right. Class to class name. Don't know why this happens, but so it is showing on hover only, which is wrong. For that, add a div, another div here. Last name, absolute. Why this happens? Because I want this to be position related. And bottom four, left zero or left four. Left four, right four. Okay. So now you can see if I added this look nicer within the same design. So this is how the UI UX should be. Now you will say there is no image, so I will go to this order number. We see image. We will use dish.jpg. That's great, right? I think that's it for today. So we build, we set up, and let's take out what we completed. As a front-end dev task, we set up, yes, this is done. Create navbar, done. Logo placement, done. Menu order billing report. Links we haven't created. Sidebar component, I will say done. Icons label module done. Highlights for active station, which is done. Implement responsive layout for this done. Stick it top bar done. No. Menu list page, display in table. Okay, sorry, menu management UI. Is not done. Order page, left panel categories, menu items. Yes, we did this part, right? Cool. We will meet in the next session. Or should we do it now? Because the only part remains is aligning this, right? So let's do it. Let's align this properly. So how we can align? So let's go to the POS dashboard. This is right panel, right? So this right panel does what? Does one thing. But I don't want this to be inside the main section. We have sidebar. We have this. We have this top bar. This is our main section. I want this to be outside. So it will come here. But I want it to be here. So to place it, what we have to do? We have to place it here again. It shouldn't be inside the main section. It is outside a main section. Let me just check one thing. So how can we make it? We have to make it. How? First, we have to see where is our top bar. This is our top bar, right? So this is our BG light color. Okay. Right. And in this, I want two sections, div 1 and div 2. The first section will have all the things. The second section will have only this. Now you will say, okay, Mitesh, but it's still the same. How? How it is still the same? Uh, grid layout. A grid layout. Okay, one class. I want it to be okay. Fine. The logic is simple. What we have to do? We have to use this card place here. So we will use the GPT for this. This section to be open on the right side when it have any order. Okay. And our main part will shrink when the right side slide out opens. Make sure it look good. Mhm. The main content is here. Uh, check. Don't change too much code. Not just main, full day. think it should be here like this. Okay. So we have this part and a side part will be here. So would be say a side. I think this will work most of the times. Let's see. Section block hidden. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Was just a div only. We will what it does is margin right. I did margin right. So maybe or we will keep it open like this by default. So we can do that. So to do this, we want a grid. Laughing. Grid of calls two. On large screen, I want two columns. First one, these in one column, and second column is this. So to make it interesting, we will use 80-20 rule. Tailwind CSS 75-25 grid. Grid rows, or we can we use flex then. Or rather than this, can we use flex? I think flex is a good option, but I want this to be fixed. So if our sidebar is also fixed. Not left, I will say right. Yeah, that's good. That's the easiest way which we can do rather than asking GPT. But there is one issue which is you can see our section is not doing well. So to handle this, you see what happened now is it takes the full width. So we don't want it to take the full width. Flex shrink. So now let's ask a GPT. Let's make a new conversation. Fix this code. My search bar is overlapping with my right bar. I want right section to be fixed. Got it. Right section to be fixed. Your main tab is not accounting your width. Right. Flex 1. Okay, that's so simple. We just use flex 1. So what flex one does is take that only width which is required. That's correct. Next one, LG. Okay, then on the right side we just have fixed edge screen. Actually, let's remove this. We don't know the width, right? Compute. Do we know the width? Width full LG width 420. Yeah, that's the width. So we will replace the 320 with 420. That's great. And now our choose dishes section will be expanded accordingly. Choose dishes. Hmm. Gap Y20, LG calls 3. What we are doing here is 3 columns. 1 minute, 1 second, 1 second. What we are doing here? Let me just debug. Column layout. LG call span 2. Just remove this. Cool. That's awesome. And we did it, right, guys? As always. Now, just one section that we have to do. Add a product from the menu. This equal to 0, then we will show as this name. Let's justify center atom and then height full. Okay, that looks nicer and cleaner. Let's add a line and all on the next line. Green. Don't even want it flex there. So let's do this thing. Yes. How it will look? Sign in today, delivery. This is not working, but obviously you get idea how it will work. Once we add this, our items are here, and yes, we need to give some spacing. So let's give here bottom 4, margin bottom. Yeah, that's how it will look. Continue the payment without quality. That's great. And thank you for watching this video, and we will surely come right back with another tutorial and expanding this more. Thank you. We cover lots of stuff today. If you see this design and this design, it's uh, on. I won't say it is weak. I will say it is almost similar. The functionality which we require are there, except one which is adding this box. This is task for you. I try to add this. Yes, let's go.